Good morning, everybody, and all the spuds out there. Welcome back to another day in Health Nut in 7 Days to Die 2.1. We are beginning day 2 over at the trader. I did a little work at the base, aka I killed the zombies that were terrorizing me last episode. So now we are ready to crush it this episode. First of all, we need our good quest. Ooh, gain more XP. But gaining more XP though could be really good. So we'll go ahead and grab that. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves another job. They're all pretty close except for the berry supplies, which I'm okay with. Let's see. So thankfully, ooh, we actually got a book barn. Let's do that first. Thankfully, none of them are my POI. Now, as I make my way over to the next quest, I have a couple of goals in mind today. First of all, I want to get the outline of our Horde base ready to go. And of course, it'll be the same Horde base because I can't really be original and think of new ones. So we're going to bank on the fact that nothing has changed, hopefully in 2.1 versus 2.0, and hopefully it should be a pretty stable Horde night. Now our first quest here is over here at the book barn, which should be pretty good for getting some decent books, and we should be able to get pretty far today. My only goal is to get 4 quests done today, really, except for doing the Horde base. So honestly, it's a pretty chill day, just trying not to die. Now, the good thing is that today we begin our day at 4 o'clock rather than at 7 like we did yesterday. So I can actually double loot almost every POI we go to today, which will be really good, especially the book barn, because extra books is extra nice. And overall, it's just nice to have extra loot. So I want to take advantage of that while I still have the time. And I also have been getting really comfortable with my fists lately. I haven't gotten any new books as of yesterday. So I believe right now I still only have access to quality 3, which is fine. That's still pretty good. I'm hoping to get quality 5 by the end of today, which means at least 3 more books, I'm pretty sure. Other than that though, I'm looking pretty solid, but I am wondering why they're staggering. Is that a skill point in here that I didn't read? Hold on. Brawler. They have a chance to stagger opponents with power attacks. Oh, so staggering also means slowing down. I did not know that, and I know English. Alright, let's see what we got here. So, we actually got a good amount of books right now. We got sledgehammers, we got a forge book, and a vehicle book. And now we've got an armored up book. We have armor fittings mod, which is okay. The retracting stock mod, which is also okay. And we already have a couple books we can go ahead and sell for a little bit of extra cash. And then, of course, we have our endgame loot here. Wow, okay. The Treasure Hunters mod is actually a fantastic mod, especially during the early game, because I will be picking up a couple of berry supply quests, so that's super helpful. I can go ahead and get that installed right now, because that sounds fantastic. Because one, it has the reduced treasure radius, but also gives you a little XP gain. So that's going to be super helpful. I'm also still on the grind for polymer, as I want to get a couple of dew collectors made, hopefully by the end of today. I'm thinking at least 2. So I can get at least, I think it's what, 6 water per day if I have 2 collectors. So that's pretty solid. But now we can go ahead. Actually, no, hold on. I forgot. We actually have 1 more newsstand out here. Maybe even 2? Nope, just the 1. What we got? Just paper. Well, dang it. Now we can go ahead to the quest with our gloves here all prepared. Hello there, Mo. Why are you in the bathroom? That's a little weird, buddy. Also, before I forget, I have a skill point into Fortitude again, so now we can go ahead and get ourselves Slugger if we can get another skill point, which will be huge for us. Ooh, Armored Pocket mod. Okay, not too shabby. Wow, okay. That was a good combo right there. Alright, not too shabby. We got decent books actually. Ooh, Urban Combat, Learn How to Craft Cigars. That'll be really helpful. We have Treated Healing, not terrible for Preacher Boots. I'll go ahead and take that. I hear a zombie outside. And we got some decent books already. So we have the Shotgun Duckbill. I don't like this one. I'm more of a fan of the Choke mod, but I can go ahead and probably sell that actually. We have 2 Explosive magazines for extra pipe bombs maybe. We have bows. We have resources. We can go ahead and compact them. We have seeds and another Forge Ahead book. So overall, not too shabby. Plus, we also still have the Crack-a-Book crate. Alright, what we got? Something good. Spears and machine guns. Well, that's not too bad.
Morning. I got a hangover, so just keep it down. I got just a job for a simpleton. It's a deal.
Alright, ladies, line up for punchies. Yeah. Feel good, don't it? Ah. And I have no remorse. Because they're zombies. Vehicles. Worth it. That must hurt. It's actually look like it is dislocated. But you know what? I don't care because you're dead. Zombie. And our final loot, holy crud, a tier 3 pipe machine gun, and we have a bandolier mod. That's freaking huge. And of course, what looks like very disgusting chicken noodle soup, but you know what? I'll take it. It's food and a recog. Wow, okay. This has actually been a really good productive day so far, and definitely worth the double dip. We also got Rage Mode, which after getting hit, brawling attacks are 20% faster and increase movement speed by 10%. That's actually very good. Ooh, this has been a really good POI. Heck yeah. Now we can go ahead and do the quest for more loot. Oh, my buddy, I'm so sorry, but I gotta level up. Now with our level up, we can go ahead and put ourselves into Slugger mode, which now gives us even less damage per attack, and we also get 10 stamina per kill. That's pretty cool, and it looks like we have a 20% chance to knock down your opponents if we get a power attack to the head, which is even better. Awesome. Alright, well the loot here wasn't as great as it was whenever I looted it the first time, but that's totally fine. So I need to figure out where my base is. I'm pretty sure it's this house right here. Yeah, and then we can go ahead and meet ourselves over back at the trader. Alright, Ricky, what do you got for me?
I'd shake your hand, but
Get me some meat, vitamins, or wood. Wood sounds great actually. I do need to get a lot more of that pretty soon. And then we have our final 2 quests. I will not do this one, it's a little too far away, and I might have more work to do later on. It all depends on if I get the wood for these quests. If not, I will have to go out and get my own. Let's go ahead and do the black mechanical bus one, because that one's way better, I think, than a fetch quest.
You're working for me.
So as of right now, we have 2 quests done. We have 2 more that we need to do in order for us to max out our progression towards getting tier 2, and we need to get our wood for the Horde base. It will require, I believe, with the normal outline and at least the basic upgrade, around 1,500 wood. It's a lot of wood, but it really shouldn't take a whole lot for me to get, and if I can get more from these quests, it'll be even better. More accurate with rapid firing. Got it. Alright, well, once again, we can go ahead and double loot. We still have a lot of time at around 10 hours, and then there is actually some good loot here. There is going to be a workers, a stiff tools box for sure, and likely a gas box, so who knows? Now, I am definitely loving the decreased stamina usage because now it is way easier to manage it. Hello, you're still down? That was 2 takedowns. That's not normal. But now we're able to knock down our opponents way easier because we have more damage and we save more stamina. Oh, here we go. Fire-based weapons, including like Molotovs. These will do 10% more damage effectively, and a scrapping book. If we can get 2 more of those, we can actually make ourselves a wrench. The wrench will be incredibly helpful for whenever we get our first workbench, because that costs a lot of supplies. But first, we got some more zombies. And of course, it's a dealer, because why not? But thankfully, I'm stronger now. Just like that. You guys are nothing to me. Man, that's even worse. Like, her eyeball is just straight up just red. Like, what is that? Crazy. we are all done here. This was actually a pretty easy POI. The last one is just a fetch quest, so it should be pretty quick. I'm trying to figure out where my base is. I think it's actually, yeah, it's right here. I can go and offload and do our final quest, and then we are going to likely have to cut down some trees. We have a lot of wood as of right now. We are going to need a lot more. Alright, I am hoping for some wood.
I guess I'm gonna have to pay.
Not wood. Pipe bombs could be helpful. They really have not been as good as I thought they would be, because I'm pretty sure the farther they are from the blast radius, the less damage it does, making it not a one-shot kill for most like normal zombies. So this time we're going to actually pick up the ammo and pick up our last fetch quest here. We're also very close to our next skill point, which I think will also go into siphoning strikes, which would be really good, or we can start putting our points into machine gunner, because I will need to get a good gun for the Horde fight, and I would rather not have a pipe machine gun. I might do knuckles and just see how that goes, but that could be really rough, because I don't know how many zombies there's going to be, but there's definitely quite a few. Now, we've done this many times before. We can go ahead and clear out our quest quick. There should be a lot adding some of my stuff. Oops. Well, that's okay. There's going to be a lot of stuff here we can go ahead and grab, like coffee. We can grab some more water, likely. There are a couple of book areas we can go to, which should be even better. Wait, is this our first loot bag? And of course, it has beer in it. Oh, the beer will be really good for Horde Night. Right, okay. I forgot that one little perk. You were still awake? Okay. Hello there, friends. I am looking for some loot. Do you know where I would find some? Oh, right here. Hello, zombie. Thought I heard little footstepperings. Hi, you want a piece of me? How about a little knuckle sandwich? Yeah, you hungry? Yeah, I bet you are. You're still alive, aren't you? Yeah, now you're dead. I did put the burning shack mod on my axe. It'll do a little more damage, because it's still pretty crappy. It still does the same number of hits on a box, but you know what? It's fine. It's an improvement. Alright, quest. Let's go ahead and do this thing. Now, this is only a fetch quest, so I'm going to only do the bare minimum and then get, of course, the final loot, if the loot is not too far away. Now, it looks like it's on the ground floor, which is already a good sign. And then we should be able to avoid a lot of zombies, or just kick their butts, because I'm just that strong. Yeah, a lot of coffee today. Not bad. Oh, hi, zombie. Let me just eat my radioactive green food here and go ahead and kick your butt. Look at that, you're already down? You're so weak. And there we go. Now I've got a skill point. Now, actually, I don't need this to be here, because we already have full health, and so far, we're getting enough from this. So I'm thinking we can go ahead and put another point into cardio 2. This will make it so that I can get more stamina while running, rather. I do like healing factor, but it sinks your food and water, so I don't know about that. You know what, actually? Let's do lightning hands. Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Now I'm a little faster. And also, my bag is right down there. Not too shabby. Hi. Yeah, the speed is definitely showing. That's going to be huge. Ow. You're still alive. Look at that. Good health. Alright, we have our loot. I'm just going to rush through this one, because I'm not really too worried about this one zombie that's going to be here. In fact, he's on the ground, so I care even less now. But there's one guy up here who is safeguarding all the loot. But guess what, buddy? You can't survive the health nut. They call me the nutty. I'm just that cool. Oh, I think I should hear him walking up the stairs right now. So, we have Raider Gloves and a triple pocket mod. Does the Raider Gloves work for this build? It's melee, right? Like, this is the definition, I'm pretty sure, of melee. Yeah. Okay. Well, I won't say no to that. Plus, also, we have ourselves the Armor Triple Pocket mod, which now makes it so we can carry more stuff. Incredible. And some steel. Alright. Not too shabby. We can go ahead and make our way out of here. If I can jump without dying, would be great. But now we have our final quest done. We have a lot of good books. We got Spear Hunting, we got Batter Up, we have Furious Fist. If we can get, I think, 3 more, that'll be tier 6, which will be huge. And we have a couple of sellable items. Awesome. Today has been a very good day.
Afternoon. Congratulations. Here's your reward.
A book bundle. Go ahead and take that and hope that I can get myself those delicious punching books. Go ahead and sell all this fun stuff here and go do one final peek through because I may have missed something in here. I'm just looking for basic things that I might need. I think I already have everything I need. Can't really afford much. So the seed though will be really good. I need to get a lot of these. I'm not sure why I'm not finding those.
You want a guarantee, huh? Well, maybe you should try Shamway.
And then in our bundle here, yes, we got various fists. Now we got quality 5. One more gets us to quality 6. And we can also make ourselves a wrench, which will be really helpful, which means we now have a reason to make it the forge. Not too shabby. But for that, we need a lot of wood. So I will see you guys roughly at 7 p.m. for hopefully base building and getting that forge up and running. All right, I should have a good number of blocks and wood. So I should be good to now go ahead and build. And I'm thinking right now it will still just be the basic structure, as I don't know how my fortitude build will actually work with this, because fists seem like a really bad early game Horde Knight weapon. So we're gonna test this out. It's gonna be a disaster likely, but we're gonna have it so that way I will be able to attack with melee as long as possible, and then we will move over to guns if I feel stressed out. But I don't think I will get to that point if I keep up with my questing and upgrades, and hopefully I can get brass knuckles, because that will be a huge step up. Okay, there we go, and that's our basic structure. I'm not doing anything crazy, like there's no holes in the ground to throw Molotovs and bombs, because obviously I don't really have any right now, and I don't really intend to be using those, as I want to try to focus more on the melee build than anything else. So we're going to have our normal hatches. I believe they go like this, and then we'll set them up like this and this. This will hopefully avoid them bunching up above my blocks here, which could be trouble, but this should be enough to fend them off. And of course, go ahead and get our door right on there. And there we go. Now, tomorrow we can go and upgrade, because I'm not upgrading with a stone axe. Not happening. So instead, we're going to go after a couple more POIs that look like they're unlooted and are worth my time. But first, let's go ahead and plant our mushroom and move on to our next POI. The question though is, where do I want to have the mushrooms? I'm not here for right now. I just hope that I don't forget about them, because that'll be a little awkward. Also, I got a book that allows me to harvest honey while harvesting trees. So I got one for free, which was huge. So I'll go ahead and take that for sure. All right, so we have about 2 hours before it turns into nighttime. Is over here POI that I have not been into yet. Sparks Place? Yes, I have not been here yet, which is good. They can go ahead and walk in here. It's a tier 1, so it's pretty simple. I think I need to go up here. Yep, and then there's fire there, and a bird if I don't recall. Well, I don't apparently. Oh, hello. That really hurt. Well, but now I should be doing 10% more damage thanks to my knuckles. More hit. There we go. Dang, look at those cheeks. Hello there, zombie. Oh, yeah, look at that's a dealer. Go figure. Yeah, deal with that. Oh, he's still alive. What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna admit I do not like the fact that I can knock down opponents with a power attack. I hit him like 8 times, so I figured that was enough. Wow. More Raider gloves? Okay. Woo! Look at that, Furious Fist, quality 6, which means if I have a little bit of iron from this, likely. I mean, you're made of iron. Okay, I have the cloth. We can go make ourselves the level 6 knuckles, because these no longer require a extra bundle, which is awesome. Or not the bundle, legendary parts, which you know what I mean. So this will be huge because this will be a little more damage. Actually, it'll be a 14% increase. Heck yeah. And steroids. Heck yeah. Time to get roided up. Go ahead and try out our new knuckles. Oh yeah, they feel fantastic. Hello there. Have you seen my new knuckles? They're tier 6. Some say they're pretty cool, but some say they're quite deadly. Now you fall to the flow. That is a really awkward position. Big Mama. Hey, you're always in here. I know you're always. Because you don't have a life. You should go out for a walk. Those are fun. I don't want to see that. Gross. Get out of here. Now up here is the real fun because we're going to have a couple of zombies. I believe a zombie dog. But I don't actually know. Just in case. Go ahead and get a gun out. But I'm pretty sure it's just zombies. Yeah, okay, cool. And then there's fire here, but I don't know where it leads because the in-game loot is right here. Oh, do they both just collapse like that? Okay. I mean, that's easy enough for me. Oh yeah, you're on the fire. Heck yeah. Take that damage. Ooh-wee. Nice. Now our in-game loot here is pretty solid. Okay, we got some bullets. I'll go ahead and take that. A Elasticast. Whoa, and fort bites. Okay, now I can go ahead and test this out. I'm gonna doubt that it works because it's a thing that goes on your tools. What? Also, this has 3. Oh, because it's tier 6. Right, okay, I forget. Because I think at tier 4, you get an extra slot, and at tier 6, you get another slot, which is really helpful. So now we do more damage of handling and bows, just doesn't apply here, but I decrease stamina usage by 10%, which is going to be huge for us. And I want a blueberry pie or hobo stew. Either or I'll be happy with. Oh, hobo stew. Now I'm a happy man. All right, well that wasn't so bad at all actually. And there is a loot stash right up here, aka just food, and we got more hobo stew. Holy crud, okay. I won't say no to that. Now we still have, well, 10 minutes before nighttime, but we can definitely do other quests. I feel way better about going out and killing zombies in the nighttime. Even a feral, which is kind of pushing it. It really is. I don't have any points, but I think I have some quests or challenges to tick off, which should... Oh my gosh, that's like the smallest little bit. Oh, perfect. Here we go. Perfect. I got 1 skill point, which we're going to put that point into... Ooh, cardio? No, you know what? Lightning hands. Let's go even faster. Wait, this requires what? Level 6, 8, and 10. Oh, I thought it was going to be 1, 3, 5, 7, 10. Oh. Well, I will take 10%. Oh yeah, that's way faster. Now I'm looking pretty excited here because we are actually almost to the bicycle. By tomorrow, if we can do 2 more quests, we will actually have it. Now, I would have taken up the offer on the various supplies quest, as that's pretty solid at getting you a ton of food and water. The only issue with it is that in a failed attempt of making the series, I did a quest at 1 p.m. and a feral got to me and I had no bullets and I had level 2 knuckle wraps. So of course I ended up dying, thus having to restart this whole adventure. Also, I'm noticing that right now, I'm getting that 15% bonus for XPs at night because we have 10% from the treasure hunting mod and 5% from that book we got earlier, which is going to be serving us really nice. Now, the reason why I came in here is 1, it's open POI, but there is definitely a lot of opportunity here to grab polymer scrap, which will be used to make those dew collectors. Oh, here we go. Come on. Okay. Tool books. I will take those. I do need those at some point. And this is roughly going to equal about half a dew collector in 1 POI if I get the rest of them. And of course, it's like yucca plants, so I can go ahead and use that to make like yucca smoothies, which is even better. So overall, a great POI. Ow, buddy. That is not allowed. Nope. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, cool. Go ahead and grab this stuff. Actually, you know, I need to get a point into living off the land. That's okay. I'll go ahead and grab it for now because it's still free corn and yucca, so why not? Yeah, these knuckles are super great. And now that I have the attack speed, I can actually do a lot more damage because I can get the first hit, which usually stumbles them. Oh. Wait. I'm going to wear these because these cause less stamina defects and give the same buff. Now, I don't really care about the extra armor because I don't want to be slow. So let's go ahead and wear these instead, because this will overall be, I think, a better fit for me. And finally, we have our end loot here. What do we got? Anything good? We have the reduced collisions for emergency driving. Okay, not bad. Nomad boost, which increases my run speed. And, ooh, actually, hold on. That's a good stew or chowder, because this gives you fortitude, which means we do an extra 10% damage to headshots and increased chance to decapitate. And I'm going to use that for the Horde Night, which is, I think, the best time to use it. Kind of curious what it costs to make one, actually, because those would be really good to have during Horde Nights. Okay, well, we got a car battery, so that's kind of cool. I think those I have been scrapping down. Once again, leaving those behind because I don't have a point into vehicles yet. But I want to make sure that I have enough, because getting that mini bike by day 4 or 5 would be huge. I've gotten them as early as day 3. If I put my mind to it, I can really get a whole lot done. Like if I leave every car untouched until day 3 and then I get like the workbench made, it can be incredibly effective. Now, I only did one POI, and I think being at home might be a best option because we have a lot to do. First of all, we have access to making our first forge, which we're going to have to make that at some point because we have access to the wrench. And next, we're going to have the brass knuckles. All right, and now we have all the trash picked up. I have the radiator here, but I think we'll have enough space for the forge to be likely over in this section, and I have the workbench over here. I have no idea. All I know is I have my space cleared out. I have a radiator here, but I don't really want to bang it out yet. So I want to wait to get that wrench so I can get the radiator turned into brass. Brass? Brass, that's the word. And now we need to get our supplies. So I know we need to get a couple more rocks. So I have the clay on me? I don't. Go ahead and grab this. We have duct tape. We need some more. So first we need to make a couple of cobblestone rocks. We just need to make 2 more. We need to get 1 duct tape. And finally we can go ahead and get ourselves the forge. So now that'll be ready in about 20 seconds. Do I have any? I have some iron. Ew, that is not a lot of iron at all. And the forge for right now can go right here. Go ahead and get a little bit of wood in it. Just like so. Oh, hold on. And add the iron and the clay. Now this will be enough to get us at least enough for the wrench, and we might be able to get enough to get ourselves a brand new pair of knuckles, but that's probably a secondary since we want to get that wrench first. Now we've been here before. Over here's another POI, Jacobs. We've just finished this one, so we can't really re-loot this. Over here is the mechanical bus area. Over there's an RV that is unlikely to have good loot. We have Sparks' place. We just went there. We do have the motel. That's not too bad at all, actually. I really hate the motel, though, for a lot of reasons. The biggest reason is that... Oh, Sean, don't loot that. Is that you're going to have a hard time navigating through because there's so many rooms to go to have no zombies in them. Like here, for example, no zombies. So it kind of just takes longer to clear this POI. But given that it is nighttime and that they're likely more spread out, it's probably better. Ooh. We got a rogue outfit for extra sneak effectiveness, aka more money. I'll go ahead and take that bad boy. Oh, and a zombie's here. Oh. Hi, zombie. You're not very nice. You're also very dead. But getting that 15% bonus to XP for kills is going to be huge, especially during Horde Night, because that's just free XP at that point. We have a couple of vending machines here. We can go ahead and... nothing here with grabbing melee will be really good. We'll go ahead and grab these 2 because that'll be really good for Horde Night. Anything in here? Ooh, beer. Beer would be good. I just wish that lasted longer than a minute because a minute really is not a whole lot. But that should be okay. I could go ahead and buy a red tea. which apparently counts that for my trader, but you know what? That's totally fine. Because now we'll have a little bit of stamina regen as we fight. Oh god, why are you here? Oh hi, why am I being sandwiched here, guys? Hold on. I hate when they block my exit. I can't do anything. Hi, I see there being a crawler. You're a zombie, not a crawler. Get used to it. You're still alive. Perfect. I love that gore. We got a new book here, Killer Instinct. Gain 5% damage with each kill up to 15%. After 10 seconds without killing anything, it degrades by 1 level. That's also, once again, really good for Horde Night. Holy crud, these are some great books. Now, I've never really learned how to get in here. I suspect that there is a way down if I go to the room up here. Oh. Well, let's hear my say something. Hello, zombie? Oh, it's Kenny. You look great, man. You look really good now that you're dead. Thank you. I believe if I go through here, there's probably a zombie in here. Nope, just trash. Good enough. But there's not a way down. So how do you actually get down there is the real question. Like, I don't really know how to do it the right way. So I'm going to do it how I normally do it and just break in. Perfect. All right, zombies. Yep, okay. There should be 3 of you guys coming out. Go ahead and take out 1 if I can. Perfect, here we go. Where's zombie? Yes, you like that, huh? I know you do. Because you're a little pansy. Yeah, zombie. Oh, is there a 4th zombie in here? No, he's outside. You're not dead. There you are. And our final loot here, we've got another. Oh, look at that. Recover 1 hit point with every punch. That's huge, actually. And a first aid kit is not terrible at all either. Nice. Today has been a really good day. Now, I hear him coming this way. I'm pretty sure it's probably a crawler. He's being really slow, but I have no idea. Yucca juice. Oh, heck yeah. That's awesome. All right, zombie. I'm all done here, which means now you have my full undivided attention. And it is, in fact, a crawler. All right. Well, it is actually almost day 4. Are you a feral? They're not. Okay, I just had bad shots. But it's actually almost day 4, which means we're going to go and end the episode here. I'm going to head back home and recharge because we have half an hour before our next episode. So, yeah. Thanks all for watching, and I hope y'all are enjoying the series so far, and I hope that everything will work out at least until the first Horde Night. That's ultimately my main goal, is to get to at least 1 Horde Night and beat it with only fists and some guns, which will actually be the first Horde in a very long time that I do melee only, for the most part. So, until then, I will see you guys next episode of 7 Days to Die Help Nut, and I will see you guys later.